Hey, what's up guys? Dankvids here. So today we're gonna be putting together which is the sweet spot for building a PC, which is around $800. Now this PC will get any game at 1080p max settings at minimum 60 FPS. So let's get right into it. So the first part is the processor, which is the Intel Core i5 6400 2.7 GHz quad-core processor. This processor has 4 cores, but it has no hyper-threading. It has Intel graphics, but that's pointless because we're going to get a graphics card. This CPU should handle any games, even some video editing or photo editing. With the CPU cooler, you can either go with the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo, which is $25, and it's an air cooler. But if you have the extra money, you can go with the water cooler, which is way more efficient than an air cooler. And I picked the Corsair H60. It's a 120mm radiator, and it's $50. You don't need this water-cooled radiator, but it cools the CPU better than an air-cooled CPU cooler. For the motherboard, I went with the ASRock H110M-ITX/AC Mini ITX LGA 1151 motherboard. This is a mini ITX motherboard, so smallest form factor. This is good if you have a small room or a small area of space where you want to put the computer. Then you can get the smaller motherboard. This motherboard is about $70, and it has 2 DIMM slots. It supports DDR4, and you can have up to 32 gigs, so 2 16-gig DIMMs. But if you have space, and then you want to go the route of ATX, then the ASRock H170A Xi ATX 11 LGA 1151 motherboard is good. It's $80, and this one is ATX, which is big, and it has 4 DIMM slots for RAM. It supports up to 64 gigs of RAM. In the end, it's really personal preference. For the RAM, I went with Crucial Ballistic Sport LT 8GB 1x8GB DDR4 2400 memory. This is an 8GB DIMM with a speed of 2400 megahertz, and it goes for about $32 on Amazon. 8 gigs is like the minimum nowadays for gaming, but 16 is like the sweet spot. You don't need any more than 16 unless you're doing heavy video editing or Photoshop. For storage, I recommend the Silicon Power Slim S55 120 gig 2.5-inch SSD. This it's $35 on Newegg actually. To be honest, this versus the 850 Evo, it's about $20 cheaper, and it will give you about the same speed as the Samsung 850 Evo. I personally find no point in getting the Samsung 850 Evo when they have cheaper options like this for much cheaper. And for your games and stuff, I picked the Western Digital Caviar Blue 1TB 3.5-inch 7,200 RPM internal hard drive. This hard drive is about $50, and it's 1 terabyte. And this hard drive is very popular. It's the one almost everyone uses one of these, and it's not as fast as the SSD, but it's good for like storing all your games, music, photos, and so forth. For the GPU, you can go for the MSI GeForce GTX 974GB Twin Frozer V video card, or the or the GTX 1060. If you want to build your PC like right now, then get the 970, but I recommend getting the 1060, which is about the same price. The 970, it's 250, and the 1060 is 250, and 1060 outperforms the 970. But the 1060 is sold out everywhere because it just released, I think, last week or the week before. It just released, and people are gonna buy it and resell it on eBay for a higher value, which I don't think it's worth. But yeah, either GPU will get you above 60 FPS on high settings at 1080p. But if you want to do VR, the 970 or the R9 390 are the bare minimums for VR. So yeah. And if you want AMD, you can get the RX 480, which is $200, but that one is also sold out. But I recommend the 1060 because I personally like NVIDIA better than AMD. For the case, I went the Fractal Design Define Nano S Mini ITX. If you want to go ATX, then get the Fantex N3 Pro M ATX Mid Tower. So the Define Nano S, it's a little brother of the Define S. It's $60, I believe. Yes, $60. It has two 2.5-inch bays and then two 3.5-inch bays. It doesn't have optical DVD drive. It supports cards up to 12.40 inches, and it's very small and compact, but it's pretty big for a mini ITX. But if you want to go ATX, then get the Fantex N3 Pro M, which has 5.25-inch bay, which you can put a fan hub or an optical drive or anything else. It has three 2.5-inch bays, which usually hold SSDs, and it has a total of 8 3.5-inch bays. It can support up to a 16.58-inch GPU without the drive cages in the way, and 11.81-inch with the drive cages in the way. And the N3 Pro M also has a window version, which is $60, but if you want to get the Define Nano S window version, it's going to be $70 instead of $65. For the power supply, I went with the EVGA 700 watt 80 plus bronze certified ATX power supply. This power supply isn't modular at all, but it's $42 on Newegg. So $42 for a 700 watt. It's pretty good. 700 watt is it's good. It's actually a little bit overkill if you get the 1060. But it's kind of like future proofing your PC in case you add a beefier graphics card or even two graphics cards later on. So yeah, well, that's the part list. I'll end up putting a PC part picker link in the description. I'll put one for if you want to go the ATX route, and I'll put the one for the mini ITX route. Alright, so that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you in the next one.